Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Knicks Cave. I'm Jan and Nick Fan, your host, and let's get right into it. But before we get into it, I want you to do me one small favor. I want you to hit that like button. I definitely want you to subscribe, leave a comment. You want to know when the next video going to drop, hit the notification bell. But let's get right into it. Well, nothing haven't really been going on. Speculation with the Donovan Mitchell trade. Everybody want something to happen, a little piece of news people dropping. Um, if some of you seen my videos, y'all have seen that I'm a little skeptical about this trade. I'm not 100% behind it because I do like my young core. I don't want to give up any pieces. Um, I know a lot of people is talking about, oh, it's worth it and blah, 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 blah. But in my mind, if these players, saying a lot of people don't think that giving up Emmanuel quickly or Obi Toppin will amount to much. But then why do Danny Ainge want him? You got to ask yourself that. You know what I'm saying? Donovan Mitchell's a superstar, and some people book. I say he's an all-star. I wouldn't actually call him a superstar as of yet, but he's a good player. I'm not. I have to admit that he would make this team a better starting five. And this is what I'm about to say. It's a slow media day with the New York Knicks and Utah Jazz, and what they're going to do. So this video is about an article I came across in Bleachers Report. I know a lot of y'all don't like bleachers, but I happen to enjoy reading the articles. And this article is called "The Trade Ideas to Improve Every NBA Starting Lineup" by Zach Buckley. Um, I'm gonna get into his article in a second, and I just want y'all to listen to the title. It says "Improve Every NBA Team Starting Lineup." And yeah, Donovan Mitchell will come to the New York Knicks, and that's what he would do. He would improve our starting lineup. Some would think, some may not. Um, I'm on a fence because we would have to get rid of certain players. But if we keep Julius Randle and adding Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Brunson, and R.J. Barrett, Mitchell Robinson, yes, he will improve our starting five. I know a lot of people want to get rid of Julius Randle from last year, but I'm gonna say it again, and I'm gonna say it one more time. I think the man deserves one more chance to redeem himself. I think he'll come back this year and try to redeem his reputation. Especially if the Knicks can't trade him, he would definitely have to play better. I know he got the money already, but if he want to go to another team or a contender, he would have to change that. How everybody looked at him last year, change his reputation of becoming a crybaby or a mental case, whatever you want to call it. He would have to change that image that he got himself. But back to Donovan Mitchell, a lot of people talking about give him this, give Utah 4 picks, 5 picks, 6 picks. We lucky. Let me get to the article, then I'll break that down. You know what I'm saying? Before I really get on. Like as the article started off, the trade will be Obi Toppin, Emmanuel Quickly, Evan Fournier, Cam Reddish, and 4 first-round picks to the Jazz. Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gay will come to the New York Knicks. And I'm gonna get into that Rudy Gay. That whole Rudy Gay bull crap. All right, losing both Toppin and Quickly wouldn't sit well with the Knicks faithful. You're right, because I'm one of the Knicks faithful. But you have to part with valuable assets to snag a star like Mitchell. Not to mention, New York would actually have done a decent job negotiating down these picks to 4 picks. I guess that's a decent job of negotiating because they're considering that he's only speculating in this article that Utah was initially asking for 7 picks. Uh, Mitchell will be the best player the Knicks have had since Carmelo Anthony, and that's another thing I'm gonna probably talk about before I end this video. No, Mitchell isn't a perfect player. His defense needs dramatically improve, but he's a machine on offense. He's already been scored more than 8,000 points and have 1,500 assists in his 5-year career. It's just 18 players in front of him to ever do that in his 5 seasons. Um, I ain't finished the article. I just want to say one more thing. Like when it just make you think of Carmelo Anthony. Mitchell will be coming in around 25 years old. Carmelo came in 26 years old. We gave up too much. A lot of people they say, I'm gonna say what we gave up back then was a good, decent team. Right now, I think we be giving up real good players. I don't want to give up. Whenever I think of what we got right now, I started thinking Minnesota. Like everybody would say that Utah Jazz robbed Minnesota, and I have to beg to differ. I think Minnesota played their cards just the way they play their cards right. Uh, Rudy Gobert, and a lot of people can disagree me in the comment section. Excuse me. Rudy Gobert was worth more to the Minnesota Timberwolves than Donovan Mitchell would be to the New York Knicks. And I know a lot of people already is looking at me like I'm crazy, but what I mean by maybe the fans may not think so, but you have to look at it from a team point of view. Rudy Gobert go over to the Minnesota Timberwolves and he give them solid defense where they have Big Cat, Carl Anthony Thomas. They have Anthony Edwards, D'Angelo Russell. They have a couple of nice pieces over there. Let me look real over here. Cal Anderson, Brian Forbes, uh, Nathan Knight, AJ Lawson. They have a nice piece over there. So whereas the New York Knicks, a lot of people, if y'all doubt in the talent that we have already, and we get rid of the pieces that I do believe in Emmanuel Quickly and Obi Toppin, I think they will be stars. They may not be superstars, but they will be stars in this league. Whereas they could contribute off the bench will make a team a much better team. And who knows, what I'm saying, with Obi Toppin. I'm not saying he will be a superstar, but I see good things for both of these young players. I don't think the New York Knicks should let them go. And this is what Minnesota's doing. They're keeping their young core and they're adding pieces without really giving up too much pieces. They give away first round picks. And I'm not mad with the first round picks. I still think we should keep our first round pick for next year. But getting rid of the surplus of first round picks that we acquired from draft night, excuse me. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, is he worth the picks? You know what I'm saying? Let's get to the. I already broke down the article, so bringing this scene up is unnecessary. But when you think about it, you have to think about it all the way. You know what I'm saying? As I just broke it down, how Minnesota that Rudy Gobert was worth the picks to Minnesota because Rudy Gobert coming and he give them a solid anchor on defense. If Mitchell coming to the New York Knicks, what are we getting back? We're getting an offensive player, yes. Um, and I know a lot of people gonna get hit me up the head again, but in my opinion, he's starting to slow down. If you look at his recent years, the last 3 years, he's starting to miss more and more games. That's due because that's the way he plays. He's a strong, physical, undersized guard. He's limited on defense. We all know that. So what would he really? How would he improve the team? He would make the starting five better, but how will he improve the team? And that's all I was saying about in this article right here. So Zach, and this is the thing about it, right? I've been watching and reading and looking at different people's shows and whatever. And some people, most of the people that want the New York Knicks to make this trade are some of the most people that don't like the Knicks. That I seen made some really bad statements, just to say it like that. Comes. I'm not talking about the Knicks fan. I'm talking about, you know, like ESPN First Take. You know what I'm saying? I see these guys, Richard Jefferson for one, is urging the Knicks to make this trade. Um, and in my opinion, the Knicks make this deal, we just fall back into adding players. First thing that's going to happen is once we get Donovan Mitchell, we probably ship out Julius Randle, whatever the case may be, making a little rooms, salary cap room. People are swearing up and down that players are gonna come to New York Knicks once Donovan Mitchell get here. I don't believe so. I still think the Knicks should work out from within with their draft picks. Um, Now we get Donovan Mitchell in, or now we got to bring in another player in. So whoever we kept over from that Donovan Mitchell trade, trust me, whatever team we gonna be thinking about bringing in some old player, because that's what's gonna happen. We're gonna be giving up some younger talent. The Knicks have been wanting to get younger for years, and now that we got younger, you want to throw everything away for. Even though Donovan Mitchell is 25, he got 5 years left on his career. But like I said, in my opinion, I see the man breaking down. The last 2 3 years, he have not played a full season. Some game, 1 year, 15 games, average out to 15 games per year he missed. Um, I don't like it. I'm just gonna be honest with you, and I think the Knicks would be served better to not even make this trade. Just go out and in the draft next year. They talking about it's going to be a very good draft. I think the Knicks have the pieces right now. I'm being honest. I think the Knicks have the pieces in the way we ended the season, and especially if we were to keep Julius Randle, let the man redeem himself 1 year, that we could make the playoffs. A lot of people may say the East got better. The East got better. So what? This person went to this team. Boston got what's the call from Indiana. Um, but what they make Indiana weaker. I see the Knicks right now, I just look at how other teams built their teams. Like I'm talking Minnesota, I'm talking Golden State Warriors, and how they starting to, starting to gel and shine. Like they build from within. And I'm thinking when I say gel, how they starting to shine and gel. I'm talking about Emmanuel quickly. I'm talking about Obi Toppin. I'm talking about Grimes. I'm talking about my one of my favorite McBride and Jericho Sims. That's a nice young core when you just think about the way they play and what the Knicks have had in the last few years, I mean, decade. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not ready to risk all that for Donovan Mitchell. That's what it comes down to, in my opinion. And there's a lot of rambling to some people, but like I said, this video was going to be based off this article. I didn't even finish the article. To sum it up, it says Mitchell wouldn't turn New York into a top tier contender, but to a much lesser extent, the savvy, skilled Rudy Gay. Like, this is what I'm talking about. People that want the Knicks to make this trade don't have the Knicks' best interests at heart. That's just how I feel. And if you got to this point in the video, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Um, but what do you think? Like I said, a lot of news ain't out there from going on about what's happening in the trade, but this is my speculation. This is how I feel about this article I just brought across you. I just think a lot of people out there that want the Knicks to make this trade do not have the New York Knicks' best interest in their heart. They like the move as a flashy move, but what do we give up in the process? And I think once we make that one deal, we're gonna have to make other deals. We're gonna be stuck with what's gonna happen. We're gonna probably have one player of or two players from our own draft class. That's probably be Jericho Sims and the new kid Nils. And we probably get rid of even Mitchell Robinson after a year. I'm not talking about trading him this year. I'm just talking about once we make this move with Donovan Mitchell, because we're gonna have to keep trying to make this team better instead of trying to see what we got. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, I'm not gonna ramble further. I want everybody to stay safe, stay healthy. God bless and peace.